Yesterday, on 25th of January, the famous gangster Al Capone died from cardiac arrest. He was found dead at his home in Palm Island. Let's recap the reckless life of America's best-known mobster. Alfonso Capone, says Al Capone, was born on 17th, 1899 of January in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in a difficult district where he was the boss of two kid gangs. Capone was from a respectable and professional family. His father worked as a barber, and her mother was a housewife who took care of her two sons, Vincenzo and Raphael. The family moved to a poor Brooklyn tenement in the late 80s, where Al Capone was born. Al Capone was not a brilliant student. He quit school at the age of 14 years old. Then, he became a member of the Five Points gang in Manhattan and worked as a bartender in the Harvard Inn. This is at this moment that he received the Scarface nickname because he insulted a costumer and then he was attacked by her brother. In 1919, Capone arrived in Chicago at Johnny Torrio's invitation. Torrio was also a mobster. Capone helped him to manage his bootlegging business. Quickly, Capone became Torrio's right-hand man. In 1925, Capone became boss when Torrio, seriously wounded, quit control and retired to Brooklyn. Moreover, during Prohibition, which began in 1919, Capone controlled speakeasies, which were illegal bars in which people could listen to jazz music and drink alcohol, gambling houses, nightclubs, distilleries, and many other things. Those things made him a very wealthy man. On top of that, Capone was a killer. Indeed, he murdered several mobsters from Bugs Moran gang on 14th, 1929 of February. This killing is called the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. He did that because his enemies became too powerful. In 1931, it feels like the end for Al Capone. He is arrested for income tax evasion and for violation of prohibition laws. So, he was sent 10 years in a federal jail and 1 year in the county jail. It's in 1932 that he was sent in Atlanta to begin his 11-year sentence. He was next sent to Alcatraz. Finally, the gangster was released on 1939 of November. After his release, he spent a short time in the hospital and returned to his home in Palm Island, where he finished his life peacefully. Julie Trubert, NBC News, Boston.